Okay, I'm recording this video to showcase the different features that you have in this academic quality platform. So it's a platform that is um, designed to support the quality assurance committees in universities to carry out all their quality assurance activities like CLO analysis, course learning outcomes analysis, and student outcomes analysis. So here I will showcase the different features that we have. Here I'm logging in as a faculty member. So as a faculty member, I may be a course coordinator for a course, for different courses. I also may be an instructor for different sections. So as you can see, I have these sections assigned to me. I can here select the semester I'm working on. By default, this is the current semester that is showing up here. Okay. Then a faculty member can have different roles. He can be a simple faculty with either coordinator or instructor roles, but he can also have these other roles, these other management roles like academic manager, curriculum manager, and quality manager. So I'll talk about these different features later, but let me first show you the most important ones, which are the role of the coordinator and the instructor. So the first thing to do is for the coordinator to come to the CLO analysis for this course, okay, and define how the CLO analysis will happen. Okay, he has to define the different assessments he will be choosing for the assessment. So he doesn't have to include 100% of the grade for assessment. In this software here, he has to at least select 60% of the grade, so 60 points. So as you can see here, for this course here, the course coordinator has created or added a first assessment component for the CLOs, which is here the project, and the project is out of 20. Now here he has inside the project he has like a rubric, and with the rubric you have for every rubric it is mapped to some CLO. Okay, for example, here we have two components. Okay, so he can add different components here. The components need to add up to 20. So for every component he has to specify the number of points and also the mapping of this component to the CLOs of the course. Okay, so as you can see, this course here has 6 CLOs defined. They are here. So these CLOs are defined by the curriculum manager. The coordinator cannot modify these. Then you can see that here he has chosen a second assessment, which is the final exam, which is out of 40. And in the final exam, he has 5 questions or 4 questions. Every question is out of 10, and then every question is mapped to different CLOs. Okay, so once the coordinator finishes with this definition of how this course will be analyzed, okay, then the instructors they will have to enter the grades for those components or assessments. Okay, so the different instructors will have this button here, so they can go there, and then first of all they have to add for every section the list of students they have. Okay, so I have added this list of students. They can add the students one by one here, or copy paste a column from Excel, paste it here, and then click on add all, and then they will all be added like this. So here do not add anything, just the different student numbers, okay, or codes, and then they will be added automatically. Then the instructor will have to enter the grades. So when he goes to enter grades here, he will have exactly the decomposition that was prepared previously by the course coordinator, and of course the course instructor cannot modify this. So he has to enter the grades here, the different points for every component. For the project he has 2 components. For the final exam he has to enter 4 components. Okay, there is also another option. Instead of doing it manually here, the instructor can export an Excel sheet that has exactly this composition, and then he can use it. He can use it to he can copy paste the grades from any other source. He can enter the grades here, for example, also. So this makes it easier for him. Okay, and then once he enters the grades there, he can re-import the Excel sheet. Okay, and then the grades will be entered here. Then he has to save the grades. Okay, so then he has to import or manually enter the indirect survey upload. So for the assessment, we have the direct assessment and the indirect assessment. So the direct assessment is the grades, and then the indirect assessment is a survey that we give to our students at the end of every course. Okay, then we can here import. We can import the survey by clicking here. Okay, it has to have some certain format, and then you can also he can also edit here manually the different satisfaction levels. Of course, the CLOs cannot be changed. Okay, they are loaded directly from the definition of the course. So once this is entered, the instructor can come here and find the results of the analysis that is automatically computed. So here the weights are given are distributed this way. So 75% goes to the direct assessment and 25% is the weight of the indirect assessment. These different values can be changed by the administrator of the website. So I'll show you later the different features that the administrator can change. Okay, so here you can the instructor can have these computations. These are directly computed from the grades. The achievement levels here also can be defined by the administrator. Let me show you directly the CLO settings here. So here you have the weightage between the direct and the indirect assessment, the CLO achievement threshold, which is here set to 75%. Then we can also have the achievement levels that are used. Okay, so these are the achievement levels that we have. So this is below expectations, developing, meeting expectation, and so on. Okay, so this is between 0 and 60, from 60 to 80, and so on. Okay, and then you have the color code. So all of these, they can be changed by the administrator. This is the admin account, as you can see here. Okay, so also you have this graph or bar chart that is generated. You also have here the number of students for every category of achievement. Okay, so once the instructor generates these calculations, he can export to Excel if he needs to communicate with this file or to store this file somewhere. Okay, so this is the Excel sheet that is generated. It contains exactly the same calculations. And then he can create the report. So this is the report page. You have some metadata about the course information, report details. The instructor has to enter these grades here. I mean, the distribution of the grades, how many A+ students, how many A+ students, and so on. This cannot be calculated, of course, from the grades because we don't. The instructor only entered 60% of the grades. Okay, and then he can also add a comment here about student grades. Then he has to add comments about the different CLO achievement levels. Okay, then he can enter some recommendations, topics not covered. for every topic he adds the topic, the reason, the impact on learning outcomes, and then the compensation action. And then he can add different topics. Then also finally he has to enter the different course improvement plan items, so recommendation, actions, and needed support. Okay, once he does this, he fills the report, he can export the report into the NCAA format. So NCAA is the Saudi agency for academic accreditation for universities. So it's generating the Word document now. This is the document. So we have some information about the course here. Then we have the student results distributions, the comments, then the comments of the instructor here with the different levels with the CLOs, and then the mapping to the student outcomes is shown here. And then finally we have the topics not covered and the course improvement plan. Okay. You can also, the instructor can also export to an ABET format, which is more, which is here a little bit simpler. Doesn't have all the background colors and so on. So this is the ABET format. It's much simpler, but contains same information. You have the mapping between the CLOs and the SOs. How the different CLOs were assessed. Then CLO achievement results. Okay, analysis of CLO performance. Okay, and then of course this is editable. The instructor can edit this if any additional information is needed. Okay, so until here, the role of the instructor is done, is completed. Now it's the role of the coordinator. So the coordinator can go back to CLO analysis here and then view the results. So he will get the aggregate of the different sections. Okay, as you can see here, he has the aggregate of all the sections. So we have two sections. As you can see here now, we have two sections. He gets the aggregate here levels, same information, but aggregates. He gets the results by section here. And then he can export the Excel sheet also. So the Excel sheet will contain the aggregate page here, then one additional tab per section with the same information as for the sections. Then he can also come here and generate a report for the combined. It's the combined report. So same information here. We have the sections here. Okay, and then we have the grade distribution per section and then the grade distribution combined. Then he will have the comments here entered by the different instructors. So he can click here and add the comment to the report, or he can add it and then modify it, of course, but he can also add his own comments. Then here he will have to add the comments himself manually. Then same thing for recommendations. He will get all the recommendations from all the instructors. Okay, he can select to add them all. He can just remove them or modify them. Then same thing for topics not covered. He gets all the topics not covered from the different instructors. He can add them all. He can add his own topics and so on. Same thing for course improvement plan. Okay, he will get all the improvement recommendations from the instructors. He can add them all, make modifications and so on. And then he can also generate the NCAA document report combined report. So this is the combined report. He has the name of the instructors, the name of the coordinator, the number of the numbers of the sections, number of students that started the course, number of students that completed the course, date of the report. Okay, then here he will have the student results by sections and then the combined one, and percentages, comments, same thing, the same table here, then the chart, the recommendations, and the course improvement plans. Then he also has the possibility to export the ABET format. So this is what this is the main features. Then of course we both the instructors and the coordinator, they have to upload evidences. So here we have upload files. So these are the files that have to be uploaded by the instructor. You can see that here the course syllabus has to be uploaded. It is already uploaded here. It can be deleted and re-uploaded. You can drop down a file here and it will be uploaded to this folder. Then the course syllabus acknowledgement form also has to be uploaded. Then we have the assessment of learning outcomes, the assessment results. So these are the direct assessment results, the indirect assessment results, the course report, grade and statistics, and here we have the grade inflation or deflation if applicable. Then here you have project samples, final exam samples, major exam samples, and so on. Okay, so he can, the instructor can do this for different sections. Then the coordinator now also has to upload his files. So he has to upload the lecture, the content of the course, the PowerPoint slides, for example, the extra resources, if any, the course assessments, the exams. Okay, so here we have assignment question, assignment answer or rubric, project specification, project assessment rubric, question paper for the major exam answer key, and so on. Then you have the CLO results combined. This is the generated report has to be uploaded here. Okay, so we don't upload it directly to the folder. We leave this to the coordinator. The coordinator can upload the folder, the document here. He can choose to regenerate it, make changes, and re-upload it, and so on. And then he has to upload here the unified course report. So here he uploads the Excel sheet, and here he uploads the course report. Okay, so that's all for the coordinator and the instructor. Now the quality manager will have access to this menu. So if this user was not a quality manager, he will not have access to this menu. The quality manager can come here and check for the different files that were uploaded, so that he knows if everybody has uploaded their files or not, what is missing, what is remaining, because usually currently what people are doing is that they have to check manually, go inside all the hierarchies of the different folders to check who uploaded what and what is missing. So you can see that here for every these are the coordinator files. For every coordinator we have here a list of the different files that have been uploaded, and then we can notify the user just by clicking on a button, send him an email. So the email will be received the email will be received. So this is the coordinator. Yes. So the email will be received by the coordinator. Let me open my email. Actually, it's not. Okay, so this is the email. So this is the quality manager. Okay, so the email is coming from him, and we have exactly which course yeah, this mail is about. The title is missing course files reminder SE371. This is a reminder from this person, which is the department quality manager, which is this email here, regarding missing course files and so on. And we have all the categories that are missing. So now the quality manager doesn't have to write these emails by himself manually, which is what people are doing now. And then he can also get a report on all the files that were uploaded for sections. Okay, so that he can send emails to instructors to remind them to upload the different files. So now it's taking a lot of time, as you can see, to prepare the report, because actually we are using Google Drive. This is what the university wants. Actually, this is not our choice. The university wants to have all these files on a Google Drive. So as you can see, this is the Google Drive, and this is the semester for which we have these files. So you can see that we have the course coordinator folder and the instructors folder. For the instructors folder, we have these. Here we don't have anything uploaded. Here we have these uploaded, the course syllabus uploaded, and so on. Okay, so this folder can be open, open for access to different users. It can also be closed. It can be, for example, only open for quality managers in view only mode. Okay, so you can see that you have this report, and then again we can send email notifications. So this is the first thing that the quality manager can do. He can also create an improvement summary. So the improvement summary is generated by AI. It can be written manually, of course, but here we send the different recommendations for every course. As you can see here, we have this generated recommendation of improvement for this course. Okay, so all this text has been generated by AI, but we have sent all the reports, not all the reports, only the improvement recommendations to AI, so that it can generate the text here. And then, of course, we can manually edit. Once we manually edit, we can save this. Okay, it is actually saved automatically. Okay, so that we don't have to regenerate every time. It is saved. We can export to Word, and then we can send it to the curriculum committee, so that they apply what is the recommendations of the instructor, the coordinators, and so on. Okay, so that's the second option. The third one is here's semester completion. So the quality manager has to mark semesters as completed. When they are marked completed, everything is frozen. Instructors, coordinators cannot make any changes anymore. Okay, so that we can start working on the next semester. Okay, for now I will keep it open. Then the quality manager can select the curriculum he wants, and then the semester. Then he can compute the SO achievement. It's a report about all the student outcomes achievement using all the data from the different courses. Currently we only have we did not enter the data for these courses. So these courses normally they are included in the SO analysis, but they don't have data, so that's why we have these warnings here. These courses are included in the curriculum, but they are not included in the student outcomes analysis. Okay, so this is something also that the curriculum manager, it's the quality manager that has to define. Okay, so now so here we also have the details about the different achievement levels, and then we have here a report of for every SO what are the courses and for every course the percentage contributed by that course. Of course here we have only one course for now, but normally we will have more than one course. You can also have so here this is a per semester snapshot or analysis. You can have a multi-semester analysis. You can select more than one semester. Okay, you can also click on here all time, and then you will get the achievement results that include all the semesters. Okay, then we have the curriculum manager that can have some this menu here. So in this menu he has to enter the or to edit the curriculum. So here he can only view for now. So curricula cannot be modified once an active semester has started. Okay, so now he cannot modify it because it's being used by the current semester. So he can view the curriculum. You can see that here we can include, of course, these are editable by the curriculum manager, by the quality manager only. The quality manager has to come here and select which courses, or normally it's unselect. By default, they are all selected, but he will unselect the courses that he doesn't want to include in the student outcome analysis. Okay, so this is the curriculum. Then you have the courses here. Okay, so you can have all the courses here, and then you can check the CLOs. Of course, all of these are editable. The curriculum manager can modify all of this, but of course now everything is frozen because we have a semester that is active on this curriculum. Okay, so then you have the student outcomes. So the student outcomes also are defined by the curriculum manager. For every curriculum you can choose different student outcomes. Again, they are frozen for now. Then we have to enter the mapping, okay, of the different for every course, the different CLOs to the SOs. Okay, so now we have only one course here, but we can enter the CLOs for now. Everything is frozen. We cannot edit, but for every course we can enter the different CLOs. I mean, we can map the different CLOs to the different SOs. All of this here is done by the curriculum manager. Sorry, by the quality manager. Then also the quality manager has to enter the program educational outcomes and mapping them to the SOs. These are not set for now, but because they are not used for now. Then you have the academic manager. So the academic manager has to select the semester and then add courses, add offerings, course offerings. For example, he has added web engineering and software design and development project. Okay, so now this is not editable, of course, but if it was editable, if you are not on the phase of the accreditation, this would be editable, and he can add offerings, course offerings. Once he adds course offerings, he can come here for sections and add different sections. He can add sections here. Okay. And then the academic manager has to assign coordinators for different courses. So you have the list of coordinators available for the course. You can select your here you have to select from which scope you want to select the coordinators. If you only want to select coordinators from your department, you click here, and here you will only have the coordinators from that department. Then you also have some documentation here if you want to learn more about any details, any more details about how the computation is done and so on. Then let me also show you the different functionalities we have for the administrator. So this is the administrator does not want to come. Okay. So as you can see here, this user is an administrator. So the administrator, first of all, has to connect to these services which are used to store the files. Drive is used to store the files, and Gmail is used to send emails. So he has to connect here. So this is how it's done. Just click here. You have to connect with your current. It has to be the same email, of course, here. Okay, you have just to give the permission to this application to use these services on your behalf. Okay, then here you have the admin has to define the different colleges he has, or we have. So these are different colleges here, and then he has to add departments. Then he has to add faculty members in every department. Okay, and then, for example, for this faculty member, you can assign him different roles, if he's a department quality manager, curriculum manager, academic manager, or not. For the CLO settings, so I talked already about this. Achievement level also. App settings. For the app settings, for now, we only the admin can only modify the model, because this is something that changes every 2 or 3 months. We need to come here and change the model that is still offered by Gemini. Okay, so 2 months ago I was using 1.5, but now it has been discontinued, and this will be discontinued soon, so I will have to move to 3.0. There is also the backups functionality. So the backups functionality, the backups are configured to run weekly. Okay, so this is the backup of the database only. Okay, the database with all the information, not the files. The files are on Google Drive. If you want to back up the files from Google Drive, you have to do it there manually. Okay, but this is a backup of the database. Okay, it runs weekly automatically every Sunday. Okay, you can also choose to run a backup at any point in time by clicking here. As an admin, you can do that. So I can click here, and you'll see that I will have an additional backup. You can see that it's running. It takes not too long. Okay, and then you can, as an admin, I can change the retention policy. So here I only keep these backups for 90 days. Okay, so this is enough. Maybe we can even reduce this, because you have a backup every week. Then we have logs here. We can see the different operations that were executed by different users. Okay, if you want to investigate any problem that happened, for example, errors, you want to investigate errors. We did not have any error warnings, no warnings. We only had info. Info means that something is being executed. So info about authentication, we get all the different authentication that happened. So we can click here and we can get more information about the user, his role, and so on. That's it. Then we have the documentation and the roadmap. So for the roadmap, these are the next features that we are planning to implement. So supporting the next steps in the SO analysis. Okay, so SO per course, SO per CLO, and so on. Also, we have the EC course reports, configurable achievement levels. This has been completed. I have to remove this. Per department semester completion lock. This currently we are looking for all the systems, so we should lock per department and so on. So we have different. So for the password OTP, I have already implemented this, so I have to remove this. Okay, so you can request to change your password. You have to enter your password here, and then you will receive an OTP by email just to check that you are the owner of this account. Okay, so that's it for a global overview of the system. So thank you very much.